Hi, I'm Anita Meyer. I'm coming to you from Gig Harbor, Washington. I'm an EMDR approved consultant, and today's topic is a question I get quite a bit working with consultees is what do you do with the clients who talk a lot, and I mean a lot, between the BLS sets? Um, in my experience, there are two type of clients that tend to do this. The first one is those who are used to traditional talk therapy. So that's just kind of their habit. They're used to talking. And especially if they're used to talking with you, if you are their traditional therapist, and now you're trying to get them to do this other thing called the EMDR and not talk. The second type of clients that tend to do this are the intellectualizers. These are the folks that their primary defense is their intellect, and they tend to get in their way. And between sets, they tend to not only just tell you what they notice, they're trying to verbally process and figure it out themselves. So a couple of tips that I have learned over the years that really help. One is to front load at the beginning of your EMDR phase 4. So even before then, when I introduce the EMDR and I'm explaining how a typical EMDR reprocessing session goes, I'm giving them the information that we only need headlines between sets. So I will stop periodically, I'll say, what do you notice? And all I need you to tell me is dun 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 dun. And I also really emphasize why we're doing this so they understand. I tell them it's not that what you have to say isn't important, it's very important, but during the BLS, during the reprocessing, it's my job to get you right back on track to continue reprocessing. So if we stop and have a conversation, what I'm actually doing is pulling you all the way out of reprocessing, and then I'm going to try to get you all the way back into reprocessing. So that is why I just need headlines. So that's the first thing I do, is front load information. The second thing is, say they just continue and continue, I sometimes will just turn on the BLS. They tend to get into the habit after that. Another thing you can do is really pay attention to their breath and any breaks, any pauses they take, and just, it feels counterintuitive, I know, but just turn on the BLS and say, go with that. And the third thing I would say, the fourth thing really, is to pay attention to anything that you're doing through your nonverbals that may be unintended encouragers to talk more. So what I mean by that is, what do? We're therapists. We nod a lot. We say a lot. So this is letting people know, keep going. So even sometimes our pauses can be an encourager. So pay attention to that. So front load information. I know it's counterintuitive, but go ahead and turn on the BLS. Wait for pause, breath, anything. Turn it on, say go with that, and pay attention to your unintended nonverbal encouragers. Hope that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.